Hey everybody! I just wanted to do a really quick video and hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and a lovely Christmas if you did that. I just wanted to do a quick check-in, say hi. I was really absent from everything for the past 2 or 3 days. I pop into Facebook every now and then. I have a super long list of videos to watch. My watch later list is really long right now because I went through last night and got all the videos that were posted. So I'm glad y'all did that because it's cleaning today and I have lots of laundry to do, so lots of videos to help me get through that. I had a really interesting family time. Christmas and I are very anxiety filled. I love my family, don't get me wrong. You guys know I love my family, but it's a lot of them in 2 days, and it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people at one time, and it just sets me on edge, and just, I'm like, I can deal with like 4 or 5 of you at a time, but not this many. It just, and I'm not gonna lie, my mom and I kind of got into on a Christmas Eve. I was not in the mood. I was just getting ready to leave. And we were over at we were with my stepdad's family that night. And I was just getting ready to leave. I don't particularly enjoy that event. And I don't know why. It's just every year. I don't know why I don't enjoy it. It's just something, I don't know. I can't fully enjoy the experience. But I was getting ready to leave. The activities were over. No, I didn't want to hang out afterward. I wanted to go home. It was, what time was it? 8:30? I was ready to go. Been there since 6. I was ready to go. And for whatever reason, I can understand it when my kids and my niece and nephew were younger, that we would always do Christmas morning early because they were younger. They got up earlier. Well, they're older now. I mean, my niece is 10 and she's the youngest. So for whatever reason, we're still getting up and we're doing Christmas morning at 8 o'clock. Well, last year I was extremely sick last year, and I barely made it through the Christmas Eve thing, and I was teetotally miserable. And my mom was going, "You got to be there in the morning." I said, "Mom, going home. I'm going to take NyQuil. I'm going to go to sleep. I get there when I get there." So then she proceeded to give me crap about it. Well, I came home, I took NyQuil, and I got there when I got there. I got there, I think we were an hour late. I think we got there at 9. I heard about it all day long. Now, mind you, the NyQuil didn't magically make me better. I'm still sick. To be honest, the only reason I was there at all is because if I had opted out, because my kids, well, at the time my oldest wasn't home, and my middle one wasn't old enough to drive, let alone having a license or anything. So if I opted out, they wouldn't have been able to be there Christmas morning. So that's the only reason I went Christmas morning. I mean, I got to my mom's last year, and I went and laid down on the couch, and that's where I was the entire time we were there. I didn't eat any breakfast, nothing. So, a bunch of crap you didn't want to hear, right? So, Christmas Eve night, my mom was giving me crap about, being late again this year. And that's when I brought up, I was sick last year. I told you I was going to go home and take NyQuil, and I told you I was going to go home and get some sleep. I need the sleep. So then she proceeds to give me crap. So I just look at her and said, "You know what? I'm 37. I don't need this crap. And I turned around and I walked out, which is not something I usually do with my mother. But she's stressed because of what's going on with my grandmother. I had just reached my quota of, dumping on me because of me being late, which I hardly ever am late. My sister's the one that's always running late, but my sister wasn't there that night. So, it made for me being very tense on the ride home. I was not very happy. I was contemplating not even going the next morning. That's how ticked off I was. But I knew that I should go, and it was at my sister's house. It was at my mom's house. So yeah, she did call and apologize. She did call me and apologize. I didn't talk to her because I knew I would say more stuff that I didn't need to say to my mom. So I just opted out of not talking to her. She called my cell phone when I was driving home, and I told my middle son, just ignore it. I can't talk to her right now. So, and then she called the house, and she left a message on the machine there, and she apologized on the machine, but I didn't call her back because I'm not gonna lie, I was still upset. And I try not to be upset for that long. I try to stick to the 10-minute rule, but this was just, my emotional level was already somewhere it didn't need to be, and then have that dumped on top of it was just not conducive. And I knew I would say something that I shouldn't say to my mom at that point. And I knew that I knew she was upset about my grandmother. I knew she was worried, but anyway, again, crap you guys didn't want to know, right? Didn't want to know. As far as presents and stuff, I was very lucky this year. I was able to get my kids more than one present this year, which I have not been able to do in several years. So I was very happy about that. I was really, really very, very, very happy about that I was able to do that. I'm actually going to lie. I kind of spoiled them a little bit this year, but I haven't been able to do that in so long. That things just worked out this Christmas where I had extra money. So and even to up a week and a half ago, I thought it was just going to be, okay, they're getting the one present and that's it. I bought my younger two, a Kindle Fire that was on sale for the $49. And my older one didn't want that. So I just gave him the money for that instead. And then I thought, okay, that's going to be it. That's all I can do this year. And then things occurred where, oh no, wait, I have extra, something happened, and I was like, oh, I have extra money. So I got them some last minute stuff, and then I took them Christmas Eve. We went to see Star Wars, which was awesome. I'm not going to give anything away, but so totally awesome. It was so totally awesome. I got another purse. I wanted to kill my mom. She got me another purse. I don't need another purse. And it is not a small purse. Like this, I think it's like at least this big of a purse. Because what happens with me in big purses is I will go, oh, look, I can carry this and I can carry this. And then it becomes a never-ending chasm. I feel like Mary Poppins. Oh, look, there's this. And oh, look, there's this. And oh, look, and there's this. And there's even jokes that my kids will make about it because I have a bag that's like that already. So now I have two like that already. And my grandmother got me these really cool paintbrushes that have like a rubber grip on them. So it's just like the handle, and then there's like one of the, like those rubber pencil grips that go around the pencil, so it's supposed to be easier to hold them. Well, that's what's on these paintbrushes. Granted, it's only a set of 3, but I thought it was still pretty darn cool. My kids got so much stuff. Not really. I kind of told my mom to tone it down this year. Uh, my youngest did get the Lego X-Wing set, which he got it finished last night, and then he was playing with it this morning, and it kind of fell apart. So he's super frustrated with that. He's like, "Can you help me?" I was like, I didn't help you put it together. So I don't know where anything goes. I said I can take a look at it, but I can't guarantee it'll be the way it's supposed to be. My oldest, believe it or not, through Wife Elephant Exchanges, got tools, which was kind of funny. My middle one, what did he get? He got another hoodie, which he loves. He got a set of pajamas. Other than the set I gave him, I always buy my boys a set of pajamas for Christmas Eve. So I got another set of pajamas. I know he got some money. I know they all got some money. Got the Kindles. I think that's most of what they got. I mean, other than odds and little ends and stuff that was in their stocking. Which I'm that practical mom that'll put like toothbrushes and toothpaste and deodorant in the stockings. I'll put candy in there too. Don't get me wrong, but that's when you're gonna get your toothbrushes and your toothpaste and your deodorant for me. And face wash and lotion if you need it. And I got the middle one. I got some really cool shave cream and just, stuff like that. It was just nothing like it was when they were little, where it was just, oh my God, mountain of wrapping paper. Thank God we're over that, because I don't think I can handle it anymore, because it was always too much. My present from my children, and I do this, I don't like, because I end up paying for them anyway, is I'll go and I'll get something and say, okay, this is what you're giving me this year. So this year it was books. I bought myself 3 books and said, this is what you got me this year. Thank you so much. Love you. Even though I didn't really need new books. I don't need new books. I've got books that I've had for, I don't know, and I just haven't read them yet. So now I've got 3 more that I need to read. I know. But that'll be it for spending money for like that for a while, because, well, my oldest turns 18 next month. So there's going to be, I'm sure we're going to have to do something fabulous, but don't ask him what he wants to do, because he doesn't know. And then that's it. I don't have any birthdays until the end of March, which is my mom's. And then it kind of starts again for a tick, because it's my mom, then my niece, and then my mom and stepdad's anniversary, then my sister's birthday, then my middle son's birthday, and then my grandmother's birthday. All within, let's see, that's the end of March to the beginning of June. And my sister, my middle son, and my grandmother's birthday are all within 2 weeks of each other. Actually, my middle son and my grandmother's birthday are 2 days within each other. So, yeah. It's been an interesting weekend. Can you tell? Yesterday, the 2 younger ones and I went to the curtain in the, I know, I keep moving and I'm sorry. The sun keeps getting in my eyes. Went to the park yesterday. We went for a walk, and then we went rock shopping. I'd spent under $30. I was really good. I spent under $30. The older one opted out. He wasn't feeling good. He's been taking medicine. He just does not feel good. I will tell you the really cool thing I did Christmas night, because we had Christmas dinner early, like 3:30, and we were home by 7:30. I think we were home by 7:30, maybe 8, because we stayed and cleaned up. And I made bread pudding because I chickened out and didn't make the Christmas pudding. I chickened out of the Christmas pudding. I was like, I don't trust that I'm gonna make this right. I've never made it before, so I went with bread pudding because I've made that before. So, and my grandmother was happy with it, so I just had to make sure I put the raisins in it, and there was no alcohol in it, in case you're wondering. No, there's no alcohol in it. But Christmas night, I came home and got the kids settled and everything, and then I came out and I went in the backyard and just like, you know what? Because it was a wonderfully clear night. No clouds, just straight on. My backyard looked blue, and it was awesome. Because of the moon, not because of any lights. I didn't have any lights on in the backyard. I decided, you know what? Let's go build a fire. So I went out there, I built a fire, and not a big one, but a small one. And I was out there, I think it was out there till 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning when I finally came in. And it was just amazing. It was, and I didn't do a ritual or anything, which I'm finding myself doing more and more lately. I'm not doing a ritual per se. I'm just doing, it's like, I'm just there being present in the moment kind of thing. Because I'm not really doing spell work per se. I'm just, I don't know how to explain it. But I'm finding myself doing that more and more lately. I'm not doing a full on, like, all the tools are out, kind of like I have like a candle and incense and maybe a couple other little things, and that's it. It's not like it used to be. I'm finding myself more and more backing away from the ritualistic aspect of it and I don't know if I'm explaining this properly, and probably not. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't understand the shift. It's just lately I've been trying to go with more more on instinct, more on gut feeling. Like going, okay, that's what I have down on paper. That's what I've done before. That's what I've been doing. Or that's what I used to do in previous years, or when I first started practicing, kind of thing. So, and I do know that what I'm doing now is vastly different from when I first started practicing. I notice that happens with a lot of people when they first start practicing. What should happen, I'm not gonna lie, you should evolve along with your path. I feel totally how I feel about it. I feel that you should evolve along with it, that you shouldn't do the same thing over and over and over and over again just because that's the way you've always done it. And yes, God, I'm not explaining this properly, or the words aren't coming out properly. Yes, it works for you, but if you do it exactly the same way over and over and over and over again, and you keep doing it exactly the same way over and over again, just because that's the way you've always done it, for me, that's a problem. I can't do that anymore. In the beginning I could, and I guess it's because I was so young and was more intimidated by, I must go by what the book said I should do than going by what my gut tells me I should do. So I guess I've been getting back to more of that this year, and I did think about it the other day, and it's been more the past year especially has been more of me relying on what my instinct has been telling me to do with my practice and with my magic, more than this is the established, this is what I have written down on my BOS. This is, this is how I'm supposed to do it. And I think it's some kind of natural progression of it evolving into something, because I'm so not the same person I was 20 years ago. I'm not. I'm very far from the person I was 20 years ago in a lot of respects. Especially spiritually. But but I find myself, because I'm doing it more instinctually and more from my gut, I feel that I'm enjoying it more. I'm enjoying when I do something more. I feel like I'm getting more out of it, if that makes sense. I'm also experimenting more with different things, which when I first started, you never would have seen me doing, because I was so scared and intimidated and basically had no clue what I was doing. Not that I have all the answers now, because Lord knows I don't. I so do not. But I'm getting closer to find what works for me, and me understanding that just because it works for me today doesn't mean a year from now it's going to work exactly the same. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I've learned that I have to be adaptable and have to be a little more fluid, because everybody's needs change. Everybody's needs change, and I think that's what I feel is one of the greatest things about being on this path, about being a witch, is that we're more widely accepting of your path needs to evolve. Your needs and flows are going to change, so we understand, the ebb and the flow, and your needs change. What you're going to do is going to change. I think I feel that we're a little more accepting of that. So yeah. I think that's about it. Yeah. Because I've got laundry to do. So much laundry to do. So I love sitting down with you guys, as always. And see, now the sun's not. I don't have that weird line right here anymore. So it was great seeing you guys again. I love talking to you guys. Love hearing from you guys. So, I took pictures from the park yesterday. I meant to put them on Facebook last night and I didn't. But there's just like some pictures of the river and this really cool turtle that hissed at my middle son. Oh my god! I sent my middle son to take a picture of him, and he was a big one. And my son was getting close to him, and bear in mind, my middle son's 6'3". So you see this big, massive thing walking towards you when you're like this far from the ground. He's like really this tall. It was a big turtle, but he's kind of like scrunched up and hissed at my son apparently, which was funny. That's an interesting picture because it looks like he's giving you a side eye too and everything. So I have to remember to do that later. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys have an enjoyable week coming up if I don't talk to you, which I probably will, because I just now realized that Friday is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Wow. Year goes by fast. Yeah. I can't believe it's been a year already. Wow. But I've enjoyed it. I really have. I really have enjoyed it. I've met some totally awesome people and seen some totally awesome things. And have you guys to thank for that. I really do. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome. Really has. So I will see you guys next time. It'll be Friday at the latest. I will do a video Thursday night, Friday. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Again, Friday at the latest. I love you guys. Bye.